This is higher homework 9 and it's question 5. What I'm going to do this time round, I'm going to show you how to complete this question just using the calculator and using a table method for it. It's quite a simple method to use and you just need to set up your calculator in a different way to work it through. Okay, so I've already shown you how to work it out normally using the functions and substituting your numbers in. Let's look at the table method for working this one out, okay? So I'm going to reset my calculator into a different mode, okay? So let's go for pressing the mode button first of all, and we'll press the 3 button for the table. So what I should be able to is get a function up. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to substitute in there the function that I've been asked to work through and find the root from. So what I'm going to use is the alpha character, so the pink button there, and you can see an X that's down here. So that's the one I'm going to use. So if I press alpha and this button here, that gives me an X. I'll cube that, add on another alpha X button plus 1. Okay, so that's my function. I've just written the function in. It can be a more complex function than that, but this one is quite a straightforward one, and I'm trying to find the roots, okay? So let's press equals on that. What it's asking is, where do you want the table to start? In the question's saying that there's a root between -1 and 0, so let's put in -1 first. So there's a -1, and I'll press equals. Where do you want to end? I'm just going to say 0 this time here, and go equals. And I just want a step of 1, so that'll just give me the two values that I really am interested in looking for. I'm going to press equals and I should see a table appearing here. Right, so what I've got here is, I've got an x value and an f of x value. This f of x value is like your y coordinate that you would get. So for x being -1, I get a value of -1. And you can see my working from here, that's where I've got the -1 from. X value of 0. X value of 0, I get an answer of 1, so that's the 1 that's in there, just in the table. Okay, so I now know that a root exists in between -1 and 0, so let's try to go a bit deeper on the calculator. So I'm going to press my cancel button, the AC button, back to the function. I'm going to press equals. I want a different starting point. Well, let's start at, no, let's stay there, let's start at -1. And let's go equals, let's end at 0, and what I want is 10 different readings between -1 and 0, so what I want to do is I want to set my calculator to go in steps of 0.1 instead of 1. I'm going to press equals and I should get quite a few values on the calculator. Right, so again we're starting at -1, which gave me the -1 value, this one here. What I want to do is just scroll down my calculator, and I'm looking here at minus values, so that's -1, -0.9, -0.8 and so on. And this gives me the corresponding y value. So let's go down a bit from here. So if I go down here, once I get to -0.7, that gives me a value of -0.043, which is this one here that I calculated a bit further down in the calculation. And I can see here that -0.6 is 0.184, and that would be this one here that I calculated. But from the table I can see that there's a change of sign already, so this change of sign tells me that the root exists in between -0.7 and -0.6. So what I'm going to do with my calculator is I'm going to do things in a bit more detail. Remember, if you do this on your calculator, you do need to write down the values that I'm writing down and the working that you're doing on your calculator. Right, let's cancel again. And what I'll do is from there press equals button. I'm going to start at, let's see, that was -0.7, wasn't it? So -0.7 is where I'm going to start. I'm going to end at -0.6 because that's where the change of sign was. Because I'm using 0.6, I want to go a bit deeper, so I'm going to go 0.01. Okay, that should give me another kind of 10 values between -0.7 and -0.6. So if I scroll down in the calculator again, there's -0.7, -0.6 there. I can see that there's a change of sign here. Okay, if I go over to the right hand side with the right hand cursor, I can see that value there is -0.69. I didn't use that value there, but from here I can see that that's a positive value. And the values here, it's in standard form, but it's still a positive number. This one here's a negative number. So from the calculator already I can see that there's a change of sign between minus 0.69 and minus 0.68. Both of them round to minus 0.7 to 1 decimal place. So all I need to do is to be quite clever about what I take from my calculator to put down into the question to make sure I finish with the correct answer. With the table value that's there, we can go even deeper than that. If I wanted to go to even more decimal places, then all I need to do is just cancel from there. I'll go for an equals button. Instead of this value here, I could go for minus 0.69, okay, equals, and I'll go for minus 0.68, and what I want is steps of 0.001, okay, so just another step further on than that. And what I can see from even more detailed values, more detailed answers, and what I would be able to see if there was a change of sign in here, I can see a change of sign between these two parts here, and I could get a more detailed answer coming from the calculator. Right, so that's the calculator using in table mode to do iteration. It's quite simple to use, but make sure that when you do that, you write down the values in your question. Okay.